We've got the lovely Sammy and Izzy on board.
Fish head stew. Oh, that'll be amazing.
He just loves this so much.
This massive storm front is just approaching.
You are my favorite place to go.
I'm Elayna and this is Riley, and this is our home, Le Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 5 years and have recently found ourselves with a stowaway. Meet Lenny. Subscribe and welcome aboard.
You are my favorite.
Le Vagabond's currently anchored here in Marsh Harbour, the kind of main hub here in the Abacos. Today we have some good friends arriving from London to spend a week with us. It's been a while since we've had any company on board, and Riley and I are both ready for a bit of socialising. We've got the lovely Sammy and Izzy on board. They've bought gifts. I have a mountain of chocolate, and look at this wine, you guys. Amazing. This is hilarious. I asked Sammy to bring me chocolate. You guys will probably remember Sammy from when he came to visit us while we were sailing the east coast of New Zealand a few years ago. We sailed over to Great Barrier Island and got lost in nature with him.
Sam's so smooth in front of the camera, Elayna. It's almost like he's not being filmed at all.
Now, with our new crew on board and not much wind, we motored north to Man o' War Quay. Oh yeah, this is a dangerous game, you guys. You're leaving me here on the boat by myself with a whole stack of chocolate. We've just anchored behind Man o' War Quay, and the other three are going diving with Riley, and I'm gonna hang out here with Lenny, who's sleeping, so I might get a little swim in.
Do you want me to undo this? Would be a good idea.
Please.
Have fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
We spent the next few days spearfishing a bunch of different islands. Supplies had run very low on board and Sammy was super keen to learn how to hunt.
Show me your fish, Riley.
I'm just trying to not get the boat dirty. Sonny and I went spearfishing and he didn't get super close to a fish.
I let him get one.
Sam spared me one, that was nice.
So what'd you get?
Yellowfin grouper. So that'll be lunch.
What are you doing with that fish head?
JC's my man. He sent me a recipe for fish head soup and we're going to try it tonight.
There's a few little sharkies, there's a few fish that I didn't get any very close to. No, it's good fun.
Awesome.
Hard work.
And I've got 4 loaves of bread, just about ready to pop into the oven. You love it in there, don't ya? Yeah, you're dancing. What are we cooking up here, Sam?
Fish head stew, soup.
Nice. You confident?
Oh, that'll be amazing.
Cool.
We'll see in a couple of hours.
Do you hear it coming? It's rolling around the bend, my friend. Did you believe it? Coming down.
I cannot believe we have thrown away so many fish heads. This is the best thing ever.
If you're
Maybe
not-
Sammy's just a really good cook,
It's true.
but
Very nice.
If you're not making
10
fish
out
head
of
soup,
10.
you're doing a disservice to your catch.
I'm amazed at how much meat is still in the head of the fish. Like, there's a lot in that pot. So good. That's polite in Japan,
It is
I think.
polite.
Hey! Hi! I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
I don't know how big that is.
Bigger than you.
Oh!
It's a tiger shark. Look at the stripes.
Yeah, it is. Sammy's been wearing his mask like this today.
He's a dickhead.
Oh no. Is that a hogfish, Riley? What about that one?
That doesn't actually look that bad.
We've felt so at home sailing around here. It's the first time we've stayed so long in one area. I remember last year when I was pregnant and we were sailing super fast across the Atlantic Ocean and up to the States, and there were a lot of sleepless nights and a few accidents that could have probably been avoided if we'd just taken a bit of a breather. Well, this has been our little breather. A kind of sanctuary for myself, Riley and Lenny to slow down and appreciate the little things in our day-to-day lives. We just grabbed a mooring ball here in Hopetown. We were here last year with my friend Meg, if you can remember that. It's a gorgeous, quaint little village that takes you back about 50 years. Anyway, today we were going to let Sammy and Izzy explore while Riley and I took care of that damn autopilot.
I had been a complete buffoon. It had taken me far too long to remember that we had had a close call with lightning in Florida last year where a mate of ours, Terry, nearly got thrown to the ground, and realised that the excess static was probably the reason that our electrical system had been shutting down unit by unit.
I just got hit by some lightning there. It's a bit of a shock. Feeling nice and awake, but...
The anemometer, autopilot processor and depth gauge had all given up on us recently, and we now knew why. Probably.
It's a day of jobs on the boat. What's the latest, Captain?
Can you please turn on the power?
Electrics are on. Lenny's asleep, so we're making the most of this time.
Success. Maybe I should have turned that off before I put the fuse in. But yeah, success. It's green. We've got
Sick.
a green light, man.
Sick. Turn rudder to max port.
Yep. Just doing an auto tune of the autopilot in quite shallow water.
The rudder's got a mind of its own right now. This is funny. Anyone watching from the Anchorage will be wondering what the hell we're doing. We're just like zigzagging. We got the job done, and that night we headed ashore with Sammy and Izzy for a couple of sundowners before they left us the following day.
Aww, that was beautiful.
Oh, we're on our way to the beach for a family swim. With the crew now gone and no place to go really, we decided to make the most of teaching Lenny to swim with an online program we've been using, before we sailed north out of the hurricane belt to some cooler waters. He just loves this so much. Is it fun? Is it fun? Lenny just loves the ocean so much. He gets so excited about it that he can barely contain his excitement and he bites his fists. We were hoping to get him some proper swimming lessons while we were here, and we heard rumours of a lady who ran them.
How was that, Lenny?
Make sure no one feels alone. You love talking on the phone.
What's happening?
Oh, we just went to move Anchorages because I know the weather's picking up tonight. It actually swings from here all the way to here. But as we're moving, this massive storm front is just approaching. So I've turned on both engines so we can quickly get to our anchorage before this front hits because it's like thick and dark. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. It's okay. Don't worry, I've got this under control.
20 knots and that guy over there is full sails up. This is not going to be good.
This bloke needs to get his sails
I know,
down.
that's what I just said. We were going to drop the anchor at a random spot in Marsh Harbour for the night. The weather's been pretty bizarre lately, with all these cold fronts coming down. But to tell you the truth, we were kind of looking forward to this one so that we could catch up on some work while the good weather wasn't there to tempt us. Well, there's no point both of us getting soaking wet. But at least there'll be a lovely veggie burger and egg for him when he's done. I truly am very sorry you're always the wet one.
That's alright.
Alright, Lenny's gonna eat solid food for the first time. We're gonna start with some avocado. I think avocado is a great place to start. Let's do it. Yum yum. Put that in your mouth. That's it. That's it. Yum.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Is that good? Here. There we go. Put some in your mouth. That's it. Very good. Swallow. Chew it.
What do you reckon, Lenny?
More?
He doesn't mind it.
Good boy.
Then he pulls the face though.
The weather cleared and we zipped back over to Hopetown to set up a kind of home base for a while. Lenny and I went ashore this morning to give his mum some time to work on the laptop.
Oh, Lenny, you're so high. You're so high. Look.
Be a man, be big and tall.
Time for a bit of a rest, isn't it, mate? Dad's getting hungry too. Town's just over in here, so we'll go for a bit of a walk around.
Now I learned to part the sea. Whatever you want, whatever you need, you're the light in the tunnel when I'm feeling great. You're the sun breaking through on that cold winter day. And if I could change.
Once Elayna was done for the day, we picked her up and went over to visit our friends Hannah and Mike, who lived there for half the year in their beautiful little bohemian cottage that they calls the Yellowbird.
So I just snuck outside to film here. This is Mike and Hannah's house. We've been hanging out with them. They've got 2 kids, Charlie and Isla, and we've been spending quite a bit of time with them. They're from Charleston. They're actually friends with Will and Lynn. Heavily involved in sailing and yachting and stuff like that, and I've been going out freediving with Mike a lot, spearfishing and just hanging out at their house here, and it's just been incredible for myself and Elayna and also Lenny just to have that on land help, which we've been getting a bit more of as the years wear on, and it's just incredibly helpful. For example, Mike the other day, he's like, I'm zipping over to Marsh Harbour, do you want me to fill up your gas bottle because I know that you're nearly out? And I was like, yes. So yeah, it's just that I haven't had that experience. Usually I'm like trudging up a hill with it slung over my shoulder and not getting it done for a week. So it's been amazing having that land-based help lately. So you two, you're legends. Thank you very much for all of your help.
Join us next week as Elayna.
Join us next week as Elayna and I get to go on our first dive together since before Lenny arrived. Lenny gets a free diving lesson of his own, and we decide on whether or not to become landlubbers.
Better than any other man. I'll hold you until we all go. 'Cause you, my sweet, oh, you saved my soul.